All right, so welcome to another episode of At the Closing Table. We're actually not at the closing table. We're in your new house. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you couldn't explain or describe this whole journey of yours, purchasing your first house in one word, what would that be?
Chaotic.
Chaotic. Elaborate on that.
Yeah, I think we just didn't really know what to expect in the whole process. We weren't really sure just like how it worked. Until our first call with you, we had really no idea what to look at. We looked at a bunch of houses. We really didn't know what we wanted. We kind of changed the areas a couple times. It was a lot of indecision on our part until we really got down to it.
Okay, now let's set the scene here, right? So we walk into this house. It was listed at $819. We'll call it $820, right? You guys were working with Matt Tran from Total Mortgage as your lender.
Yep.
How was that process, and what did he pre-approve you guys for?
Yeah, Tran, we knew each other through college. We were good friends all 4 years, UNH. He pre-approved us up to, I think it was like 900 to $1 million was the max we could do. We knew what we wanted to kind of stay at, but he approved us up to $1 million, my understanding.
And then for this house, your max is almost like $860, right?
Yep.
It's where you were.
Yeah, with what we were comfortable for the down payment to avoid the jumbo loan, $860 was about the max.
Okay. So we put in that offer, and I remember there was about like 5 or 6 offers. And there wasn't even going to be a best and final round. I was just calling them every couple hours. Like, hey, I need a response. Where do we stand? Do we have a chance at all? And they pretty much told us no at our price. And I asked them, like, what would it take? Like, trying to pull as much information out of them. And I got the magic number. It was like 15,000. But you guys weren't able to go up 15,000. I think you guys were able to do like 5.
Yep.
And then I knew that the sellers had really wanted a use and occupancy. So a lot of people that are submitting offers were giving them a UNO, but they were charging them the carrying cost. So I was like, hey, Matt, what's the average carrying cost for a purchase like this? And he's about $6,000 a month. So if we gave them the $12,000 plus the 5 that he came up with, we're $17,000, $2,000 over that offer. Boom, they're like, we'll take it. So we won this with $2,000. What was that scenario like? Because that was your first offer, right?
Yeah,
It was hard moving parts.
Yeah, I think that's where the chaotic came in. Our gut reaction to like free UNO was like, no, absolutely not. But then I think talking to Tran, it was like, hey, this is a different way of increasing your offer without actually increasing the cash you have to raise for it. That made a lot of sense. It made us feel a lot better about it.
Yeah, because if we teetered over, it would have been a whole different story. It was a unique, creative way to get us that $15K we needed to beat the other offer without having to spend way too much. After that, we linked you up with David Jaime over at Lieberman Law.
Yep.
How was he in this process?
Yeah, he was fantastic, super responsive. We had a ton of questions as like first-time offer, first-time home buyer. We had, again, no idea what we were doing. Super responsive, him and his whole team. We loved meeting him. He lives in Natick, so he gave us a lot of good tips on the backside of it as well.
And he was helpful with coordinating the UNO, getting the purchase and sales and the closing done. In that process, we had to get the appraisal done. Appraisal comes back even higher than what we paid for.
Pleasantly surprised, appraising like 25, 30 over what we ended up paying for it. Which is well over what it was listed for. It was quite a surprise for us.
So I have a lot of clients that will go through a bidding war or even sniff out a bidding war. It's like, hey, there's a chance that you might have some competition. They peel off immediately. I don't want to be a part of a bidding war. I don't want to overpay. But now looking at your scenario, does a bidding war always mean that you're going to overpay?
Clearly not. And we didn't know that going into it. But no, I mean, we feel like we got a really great deal here. We loved the house. It appraised well over. And now I'd say that bidding war is not something to shy away from.
I would say my advice for people going into a bidding war is if you stick to your principles, if you stick to what the house is worth, and that is through pulling up comps, looking at recent sales. And in the beginning, when we looked at it, I'm like, all right, I think 820 is way too low of a list price because we've seen enough houses in Natick and we've looked at enough sales in the area and it supports higher 8s. So here we are. We stuck to our principles. And I think the other 5 buyers that were involved in the bidding war, I don't think they did their homework to see that it could appraise for that high, but it did. So
yeah, you preach that the whole time. It's like, stick to the process. Let's go to the comps and stick to our principles, and it worked out sitting here in our brand new house.
Fantastic. Last question for you. Any tips for first-time home buyers?
Yeah, work with Alan, Tran, and David. That was the dream team for us. But just again, it's like trust the process, stick to it. Don't get down. Just look at a lot of houses and figure out what you like. And just got to stay positive through the whole experience.
Awesome. Great advice.
Thanks, I appreciate it.